The Becker family on their daily walk. It's finally a chance to get out of their cramped third-floor apartment. Nicole Becker and her 5 children share 70 square meters of living space. Since the schools and daycare centers have closed, they're staying at home. You notice the space is pretty crowded. A 3-bedroom apartment with 5 children. It's stressful and crowded. It's just very loud, too, of course. Much has changed for the family since the coronavirus pandemic began. Nicole Becker must now go to the supermarket more often to buy food for lunch. Her children normally get free lunch at school and daycare, hardly affordable for their unemployed mother. I now have more expenses that I otherwise wouldn't have. It's financially problematic since I have to dip into my savings. There are hundreds of thousands of families like the Beckers in Germany. 2 million children depend on basic welfare. The Federation of Welfare Associations says their suffering is worsened by the current crisis.
Children can't eat free meals at school anymore. That was vital for poor families. There are more than 900 food banks in Germany, and half of them are closed now. The poor are hit hard by this.
A charity called Die Arche is now trying to support the Becker family with food deliveries. The group had to shut down its soup kitchen and childcare facilities due to the pandemic, but is finding new ways to help people, including grocery deliveries.
When you have no one to turn to, no hope, then of course you feel all alone, even if you live with several family members. That's why we're here to listen, and we'll linger at the doorstep a little bit longer.
Nicole Becker gets foods delivered twice a week. She and her children appreciate the support. They really help me a lot. I can always go to them if I need something. Nicole Becker hopes that the food deliveries will continue in the weeks ahead. It's the only way she and her children can get by.
Welcome to our home, which is now also the home office, the home school, and the home kindergarten. This is my husband Nick, working in what's supposed to be a bedroom. This is Charlie, who's almost 10 and usually found slogging it out at the kitchen table with his mountain of homework. And this is 3-year-old Cecilia, known as Cece, who is the one member of the family thriving in this new reality. We live in an apartment in Berlin right next to a rather beautiful church, but we don't have access to a garden or even a balcony, so at times things can feel a little bit claustrophobic.
No, you can't.
Nannte man im alten...
Stop. Mum, stop.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Me, 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 me. It's so hard not to laugh. This is hell.
Cece, put it all into the box for me.
Everyone has to help out around the flat. Well, I say help.
No!
But there are also some fun things about having to stay home.
Going on a bear.
Every morning, Cece can meet her kindergarten friends and teachers online. And because we can't go outside much, we try to do some exercise inside each day.
What big teeth you have!
We've even done a reenactment of the fairy tale Little Red Riding Hood. Well, it does help having a designer as a husband, even if he did make me play the old grandmother.
Look, I'm not going to pretend that this is all easy. It isn't. But what we are trying to do is to appreciate what we do have, which is each other.
We hold this service in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen.
Amen.
What at first sight seems to be a normal Sunday service is anything but. Cologne's Epiphanius Church is empty. In Germany, Sunday services and Mass are no longer allowed because of the danger of churchgoers infecting each other. So instead, for the first time ever, the sermon is being delivered online and live.
In all the years that I have worked as minister, I have never experienced that we as a community were not allowed to come together or to hold services. It's not a good feeling, but the internet offers us a way to join in the service of the Lord without being physically present, because we can live stream, and I believe that God's blessing will somehow make it through the doors.
Ja, der wird schon irgendwie durch die Türen kriechen.
Peter Bartholme is one of over 100 online followers, more than are usually present at Sunday services.
At first it was a bit odd, because I had to get used to the fact that the rest of the church community was not there, and to see Uta as the central figure. And this way I was able to concentrate more on her sermon and catch a lot of details that I might otherwise not have noticed.
The concept of online religious services is trending. Due to coronavirus, more and more German churches are turning to the internet.
I like to believe that thanks to the corona crisis we are building a new infrastructure. Once people have tested it out, it will be easier for them to stream the Sunday services in the future. Or maybe the church will offer something else online and they will find it perfectly natural to take part.
I'm especially worried about older people who live alone and don't have a social support system. For them, a 24-hour day is a very, very long time. We'll see the effects of this over time. We'll see a rise in dementia and depression. So it's very important that we reach out to these people now.
Da müssen wir auch gucken, dass wir gut unterwegs sind, die Menschen irgendwie ansprechen, erreichen.
Digital services are just one way of combating the crisis. They may have been created in a time of need, but they may soon become the norm.